What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still support.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 158 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of 2023, and here we are, we're in 2025, and it's week 158. Now, if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Or, of course, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're discussing it over there, right? Okay, so enough rambling, let's just get to this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, y'all know I end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So this Saturday, the kid went to the chop shop, which by the time I'm dropping this video, probably is gonna be time to go back. But I stepped in another shoe I haven't worn in a long time, and that is none other than the Nike Dunk Low. And this is the off-white, right? Okay, now this one is lot 50. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, I wanna say a few years ago, they did 1 through 50 like Nike Dunk release. And I feel like majority of us actually hit if you entered on a sneakers app. However, the ones that stood out like kind of interchangeably from each other was lot 50, which is what this one is, and then lot 1, right? Okay, so lot 50 was like me and Dunk's favorite. So whenever I got the chips, I wanted to decide to cop these guys. So decided to bring these guys out, man. And actually, I really do like these. And I will say it's been a time kind of breaking them in, but they've gotten better. But that basically just means I need to wear them more. So this was my Saturday shoe. I wore these to the chop shop, which is the Nike Dunk Low off-white. And this is the lot 50. And I don't want to go any further without saying RIP to Virgil, man, because I mean, what he brought to not just the fashion industry or the clothing industry, but also the sneaker industry as well. When he collabed with sneakers, it's kind of like, not sneakers, but with Nike, right? Okay, I was thinking sneakers app, but whenever that dropped on the sneakers app, when they did the lot 10, which this is not a part of that pack, he kind of brought it back. If we even thought it was dying, which it probably wasn't, but I mean, it definitely like solidified things right there. But anyway, this was my Saturday shoe, was a Nike Dunk Low off-white lot 50. Cool. Now let's move right on to Sunday. Y'all know that's pretty much like my reset button. I do my very best to just kind of chill at the crib, kind of stay home, just kind of like prep for the beginning of the week. Y'all know I work a full-time job. I'm not gonna try to say it as much as I normally do in each and every video because I think y'all actually get it. So Sunday, get at home, showing none other than Yeezy Slides Pure, right? Okay, super duper comfortable. Yes, these are my beaters. These are my like around the house. Like if you do see me in these, just know that I'm not far from the crib. Yeah, I'm just making a very, very, very quick move, but this is something I keep by the door. Take the trash out and kind of just lounge around in. So pretty much in the house, I usually don't really wear shoes at all, but these are my by the door shoes, if that makes sense. And these are super duper comfortable. Now I know other people say get other pairs, which I do have other pairs, but the reason I keep these Old Faithfuls is not one, I paid resale for them, right? Okay, I had to pay a little resale for these and they just molded to my feet and toes, paws, right? Okay, so the comfortability is all the way there. So this is my Sunday shoe, was a Yeezy Slide, and this is the Pure colorway, right? Okay, the Adidas version. Anyway, let's move right on to Monday, which I guess I was just feeling kind of like, I guess, Yeezy friendly. And pretty much Monday, right back at work, kid stepped in none other than the Yeezy 350 V2, and these are the red stripes, right? Okay, this is a shoe that I remember at one point they was going way up there on the resale market. Not sure what they're going for now, but when I bought them, because I think I had to go on the resale market, because they did drop for like Yeezy Day back, what, 2022-ish, give or take, don't quote me on that. And it was a hard cop, man. So I feel like once we got these all out, I was like, you know what? I need a fresh pair, and I did, man. So honestly, it's a shoe that I don't regret buying. And I'm not gonna be the guy to get rid of all his Yeezys. I mean, because of what happened. To be honest, these shoes were that it shoe. And to be honest, there are a lot of channels, right? And I'm not picking on anybody in particular that would just base solely off of just Yeezys in general, right? Okay, so anyway, this is my Monday shoe, was a Yeezy 350 V2 red stripe. Cool, now we're gonna move right along to Tuesday. Kid right back at work a full-time job now. I will say the homie Dunks inspired me to buy this shoe, but you guys as well too, man. It's a shoe that at first I wasn't really feeling, but then I was like, you know what? Why not? So pretty much Tuesday, right back at work, kid stepped in, none other than the Nike SB Dunk, and this is the one block at a time joints, aka the Born and Raised, right? Okay, so pretty much, I know that's what it says on the shoe, but yeah, the Born and Raised joints, one of my favorites in my collection. And RIP to Spano, I believe he's the one that's like co-collab with these right here with Nike and Nike SB. So these are Nike SB Dunks to the best of my knowledge. So the Born and Raised, and you know me, man, I'm not really a major fan of the color blue, but you know what? The more and more I saw these on feeds and in pictures, the more and more it made me want to get these guys, because it kind of just stands out. I wasn't a fan of the Nike swoosh, like how they did this, but you know what? It actually doesn't look bad, and I like what they did when they gave it out to like the local high schools in that area, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, and I think the person who like designed these joints with Nike SB and Nike, I believe they passed away, right? Okay, so RIP. Sad that I had to say that twice in this video, because you know we did the off-whites as Virgil, and now we're talking Spano. But anyway, this was my Tuesday, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but Tuesday, this was my Tuesday shoe, was a Nike SB Dunk Low, and these are the Born and Raised. Cool. Now I'm gonna move right on to Wednesday. Want to switch it up. If you guys haven't figured it out, no J's this week. Want to just really just kind of take a break from J's, man. I mean, I can wear J's probably like for days, bars, but you know what? I wanted to take time to wear other shoes in my collection. So pretty much Wednesday, you know, kid right back at work. And I stepped in none other than the Nike Diamond Turfs, right? Okay, these are the Deion Sanders. A lot of people just call them the Deion Sanders, but I think the DT, obviously that stands for Diamond Turf, because obviously Deion Sanders played not only football, but he played baseball as well, right? Okay, now these I believe were called the Prototype, and this is probably like my only, but probably like on sneakers I actually hit for these, right? Okay, but I didn't catch many W's last year in 2025 on these guys, right? Okay, if I'm not mistaken, or when they dropped, I want to say if it wasn't 2025, it was clearly 2024. But you know what? We can look at the production date. I'm almost positive 2025 is when these came out on these guys. Well, 2024 is on the production date, but all the way up to 2025. So I'm pretty sure these came out in 2025. So one of my rare pickups that I caught on the sneakers app. But this was my Wednesday shoe, was the Nike Diamond Turfs Prototype, right? Okay, cool. Now let's move right along to Thursday. Kid right back at work. Again, I told you guys no J's this week, wanted to take a break, and stepped in none other than a shoe that I still need to break in and make it easier to put on. And these are pretty much the Charles Barkley joints, right? Charles Barkley, right? The CBs, right? Okay. Arguably one of my favorites in my collection, and I would say like it's a shoe that I don't think I got as a kid, but only thing that I hate about these guys right here, man, if you look at these, they're like great, and they're like an Air Max, right? So once you finally get your foot in these guys, they are comfortable. However, I will admit, putting these joints on, let's just say this, I've tested the durability of putting these joints on. And I know what you're saying, they're already laced loose, dog. I don't think it's a lacing problem. I think the shoe is just tight, but it just lets you know it was probably a legit, true basketball shoe, because when you get these on, you ain't gotta worry about these falling off your feet, right? Okay. I obviously got the Phoenix Suns like themed colorway on these joints right here, which, you know, I'm a sucker for the color purple as well. But anyway, man, yeah, this was my Thursday shoe, was the CBs, right? Okay, cool. Now we're gonna move right on to Friday, close out the week, wanted to finish strong. Basically, like I said, no J's, and just really want to just take a break from it. So pretty much right back to work to close out, finish strong. Stepped in none other than the Nike, and these are the Foamposite DMVs, right? Okay, so yeah, Nike Foamposite DMVs. Now y'all know this was kind of like exclusive to the area, because I am in a DMV, which is, you know, if you can see on the back of these joints, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia, for the people who don't know. And yeah, it's kind of got that cherry blossom steams colorway. We've seen other rose colorways in the Foamposite, but this one is supposed to be exclusive to the DMV, and I think we don't have Wale names attached to this, and I'm talking Wale the rapper, but he did do like some of the advertising as far as like whenever they did like a little, I guess, ad on YouTube, so to speak. So anyway, this was my Friday shoe, was a Nike Foamposite, and these are the DMB Cherry Blossoms. Cool, man. So pretty much that completes my weekly sneaker rotation for this week. Y'all sign off in the comment section and let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I make content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.